currency? How have sanctions, do you think, changed the dollar's place in the world?
Putin, in an exclusive interview with Tucker Carlson, said that using the dollar as a tool in foreign policy has been a grave misstep by U.S. leadership. The dollar serves as a linchpin of American power, a fact that's widely understood. Despite the vast quantities of dollars printed, they swiftly circulate worldwide with minimal inflation in the U.S., hovering around 3 to 3.4%.
Well, to use the dollar as a tool of foreign policy struggle is one of the biggest strategic mistakes made by the U.S. political leadership. The dollar is the cornerstone of the United States power. I think everyone understands very well that no matter how many dollars are printed, they are quickly dispersed all over the world. Inflation in the United States is minimal. It's about 3 or 3.4%, which is, I think, totally acceptable for the U.S. But they won't stop printing. What does the debt of $33 trillion tell us about? It is about the emission. Nevertheless, it is the main weapon used by the United States to preserve its power across the world.
However, the incessant printing continues unabated, leading to a staggering debt of $33 trillion. This practice of emission, while seemingly beneficial to the U.S., is ultimately counterproductive. The decision to weaponize the dollar for political ends has dealt a significant blow to American power. It's a foolish and short-sighted move. Even U.S. allies are reducing their dollar reserves in response. The imposition of sanctions and restrictive measures, including freezing assets, only adds to global apprehension. Until 2022, about 80% of Russian foreign trade transactions were conducted in U.S. dollars and euros. However, due to U.S. restrictions, our reliance on the dollar has decreased significantly, with transactions increasingly conducted in rubles and yuan. The motivation behind these actions is unclear. Perhaps it stems from a misguided sense of superiority or a belief that such measures would lead to the collapse of our economy. However, the reality is quite different. Other countries, including major oil producers, are now considering accepting payments in yuan, signaling a shift away from dollar hegemony. It's essential for the U.S. to recognize the consequences of its actions. By alienating itself and damaging the dollar's credibility, it risks undermining its own power. The significance of the dollar cannot be overstated, and its demise would have far-reaching implications. It's a self-destructive path that U.S. policymakers must reconsider before it's too late.